Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's the very last week of Supreme Spring Summer 2025. I really can't believe it. Feels like only yesterday I was making my preview and lookbook videos. I remember driving to Walmart in the morning because my Ethernet cable broke that day. What a time it's been. But I got a job to do, folks. Even if the drop list is smaller than ever, even if everyone's tired of spending money and we're licking our hype beast wounds, saving our bread for next season, whatever the case may be, we need to get into Supreme Week 19 of Spring Summer 2025. I truly have to dig deep in this one to find any sort of resale opportunities, sleeper item of the week, and everything else in between. So if you guys can't help but get your weekly dose of Supreme content, be sure to hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the noti bell. I will be going live this Thursday for a Supreme Week 19 potential live cop or live drop review. And remember, my 5K subscriber giveaway is going to be announced on my community page this week, most likely on Thursday. So again, stay tuned to the channel. I'm still getting some finishing touches on the prizes, the entry rules, etc. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, you want an opportunity to win some awesome free Supreme prizes, and be sure to get subscribed. And the actual giveaway again will be on July the 10th, which is next Thursday. And hopefully by that point, we'll have some information on the potential Supreme online sale. And with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. Well, here it is, folks, the full drop list courtesy of Supreme Drops. And yes, it really is only 7 items that are dropping this week. So there really aren't a lot of options, but I can say there are some decent items on offer this week. But if you're feeling like totally burnt out and not wanting to cop any more Supreme until August 25, that's totally understandable, but we're still going to get into it. We're still going to talk about it. And without further ado, let's go over to community and take a peek at what people have voted for. Surprisingly, in the last place spot, number 7, the Vinci Portnoy soccer short. No chance in hell we're saying that right. These shorts are pretty interesting. It's Italian soccer related. You got Squadra Suprema, Fino alla Fina, something Fina, 1994 Lega di Camp. What is this? Not sure, but they're going hard in the crowd. Very cool artwork here, and I'd love to see the original that Supreme has taken, probably paid royalties to at this point. Who knows? They don't rip off collabs that much anymore. We also have a telephone number as well. Maybe call this and ask, where is this artwork from? I don't hate this all over design, but I get why people don't. They more so want some traditional soccer shorts with the number and some colors with paneling, not an all over picture. So I suppose I get it. But if you know what's happening here, you're a big Italian soccer fan, these might have to go with you. And this says $98. I really hope that's the case, because Drops dropped the prices from the partial list where these were in the $100 range. So we'll see what happens when they actually come out. You never really can judge a book by its drop list. Next, the Vinci Portnoy soccer jersey to match the shorts. This is the polymesh jersey with an embroidered logo. So looking at the back of it, it says embroidered logo, but I don't think the number is embroidered. That looks screen printed. It could very well be embroidered, but just from the picture, it looks printed on. And I do think we're getting some jersey fatigue, guys. It's finally happening. If I can use the bandana jerseys as an example this season, the 2 ones that I copped, an XL and a large, still having a rough time selling those guys. Maybe eventually they'll go up a little bit. I'm sure they will. We're still in the season technically. I don't think this particularly is going to do well at all in terms of resale. I could always be wrong. And if you like the art, you feel like you know something, go for it. I want you guys to make your own decisions. I can only give you my perspective on these items, and even though I do love a lot of this all over print stuff, and with the jersey you can see a lot more in the crowd here, which is neat. The picture is much more opened up than the shorts. This doesn't strike me as something that's going to be extremely sought after, and certainly not anything that's going to have crazy resale values immediately after the drop. Both are $98 though, so not too terrible, and if you like it, of course you can go for it. Number 5, the hooded denim shirt, all cotton denim. There it is, no other details required. Is this sleeper item of the week, guys? What do we think? I do like the old English on the back there. The bleached one is also apparently $10 extra, so that will be a $168 type of deal. Black one and the classic indigo blue. This isn't horrible. It's Definitely more of a fall piece. Let's be real here, especially in Arizona. It was 110 degrees outside yesterday at 6:30 p.m. I'll have you know. It's a dry heat though. Back to this fella. It's one of those pieces that I appreciate looking at on a computer screen. I say it's clean. I say it's nice. It would be pretty hard for me to spring for something this simple, this sleeper, but for those of you that do like the more toned down, less brand heavy Supreme garments, this is pretty cool. It does still say it on the back, of course, but it is embroidered and tonally matched, except for this one, like this maroon, darkish pink, and the black one, which do have contrast stitching, so you can read that a little bit more on those two. That might be a plus, that might be a minus. And then on this front left pocket here, you have Supreme embroidered with some buttons along the front and a hood with drawstrings. $158, more or less what we expect to see from a Supreme denim shirt. Next up, the layered camo crusher. If I get anything this week, it's gonna be this hat, one of these, because I've been talking all season about getting a crusher and I haven't done it. I got one at a flea market type of deal in Phoenix. It was actually the Japanese annual festival in Phoenix, which is really cool, but it's too small for me. I can't really fit it that well. So I'm debating this thing. If I got it, it would be up between these two. I don't have any Arctic camo, and that was the camo pattern of the season. And I feel like that would be pretty cool. This one is a bit more wearable though, and I do have a lot more woodland camo items. So we'll see. If you guys think I should cop this week, and if that would make you watch the live cop or the stream more, then comment down below which of these buckets should I go for. I'm definitely not getting the all black one. Way too hot, not distinctive enough, but I have somewhat appreciated this layered design as I've seen it throughout the season, whether it was from the preview or I want to say we've seen similar other pieces like this earlier. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You guys know how it is. This is estimated to be $78, which is just as much as the collab one, and I can't pay $78. That is really that much. I can't do it. 68 maybe on principle, but if I passed up the good enough plaid bucket and go after this instead, that would be sacrilege in my opinion. And to be honest, I don't need really any of them. So we'll see. Could just be gaslighting myself as usual. This is upvoted higher than the third item, but I'm going to talk about it because it's a very similar hat. It's the layered camo camp cap, and this one might look a little cleaner. I think most people will probably agree with that, especially this woodland one, dude. This is a really sharp looking hat. The green box logo is doing it for me. That is very clean, and I think this hat will sell out pretty quick, to be honest. This is probably one of the better items to go for resale this week, and I say that with a word of caution because camps can be tough, but when they're good, they can still slap. This Arctic one down here is not bad either. And I do love this layered cut up design with the frayed edges and the stitching. It looks pretty sick, but you gotta go with woodland or Arctic. I wouldn't go for black. You can, of course. It's always there for you if you're too scared to be a man and put on your fatigues and steal some valor for a 20% discount at Starbucks. But, you know, what are you gonna do? All right, next up, the bubble tee, which is the third highest upvoted item on Supreme Community. I like this one quite a lot. If you don't want to call the denim shirt sleeper item of the week, this guy is right here, and maybe it can't be sleeper item of the week because it's upvoted to number 3 slot, but who fucking cares? It's the last week. You got yourself a 70s bubble design with some striped and a contrast neckline here. Pretty clean shirt, 78. It's a little expensive, I guess. It's not no $98 like some of those other short sleeve tops are though. Colorways that I think are good. I don't mind this orange and gold one, but I think the most wearable will clearly be black and green. White is all right, and it has the Supreme red and white colors there, but really can't go wrong with this shirt. I wish we'd get similar designs to this on instead of these crazier graphics that some people like, but others don't. It is just a shame that we do have to pay the premium for the short sleeve top version of this type of a graphic tee, but I do love the logo, the striping. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm not going to be copying this shirt. Maybe some of you guys are last minute Supreme tee before the season's over. Get it while you can. And again, $78 is the estimated price on that. None of these prices are final until we see the items release on the website, or you walk in the store and you ask the guy, yo, how much is that t-shirt, bro? Final item of the week, skull bell keychain. And it's definitely the coolest item of the week. I mean, you got this skull, and he's rocking a helmet, and he's pretty badass. You know, he's a pretty badass little dude. It's got a Supreme logo on the top of it. The teeth are looking very epic. I'm trying to find any possible way I can keep talking about Supreme this season before I have to stop talking about it for a few months, and that is a very sad realization I'm coming to. The color is silver. I highly doubt it's made out of real silver, but the estimated price is $28 here. The partial Droplist prices, guys, and this seemed like better with the hats, but maybe the layered stuff is jacking the price up. This guy, 48 down to 28. I'm gonna keep it a buck. 28 seems ambitious, but it could be true. It'd be really nice if it was, but like I've said before, you never freaking know. I don't really need this keychain. I have a F1 keychain I've been rocking with for a while. Well, maybe I could buy it. Like, it's a possibility. There it is, guys. That is the Droplist in its entirety. I'm gonna upvote a couple of things. I think the layered camo crushers need some love here. Sleeper item, bubble short sleeve top. Let's get it down low. People are looking into the bubble shirt too much. We don't need that. And of course, give some love to the soccer shorts. It doesn't deserve to be down that far. And the jersey, and then the layered camo camp. We'll downvote that because it is pretty clean. And we got to rig the election, and I have to please wait before voting again on this one. Okay, fair enough. Well, guys, this is truly one of the smallest drop lists of all time, with only 7 items that are supposedly releasing this week. It'd be nice if they surprised us with something crazy, or if I pulled up supreme.com right now and there's a collab. That'd be insane, but it's not. Just a summer tease still. But as we wrap up this season, guys, what are your overall thoughts? In my opinion, this has been a very solid season with continual items each week that I've been like, yeah, that's a cool piece. I kind of want to buy that. Continual sellouts, good collaborations, good footwear drops, expensive jackets, cool stickers. We've been having a good time here on the channel for sure. But that is going to do it for week 19. What are you guys going after? If anything at all, let me know each and everything in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for the giveaway entry information on the channel. It really is important to hit that notification bell so you get informed when I post and go live. Join me on Thursday when we go for potentially something this week, either a camo crusher if it's a decent price, maybe a keychain, or we'll just watch the madness and chit chat with you all. Who knows what's going to happen, but whatever the case, I'll see you guys then. And until next season, peace and Buckies. Later, guys.